I'm one of those people, I'm going to lock in, play it series by series.
He throws over the middle, wide open. 45-yard line, the whole sideline for Cobb.
If you're up, if you're down, it really shouldn't matter.
Thrown over the middle, wide open, caught by Pollard. 15 and a first down. 10, he broke a tackle. Broke to the sideline, into the end zone. Touchdown for Pollard.
You should be going out there to execute the plays the best of your ability.
And he flips it out right. Elliott picks it off the ground. 20, 15, 10. Cuts left, dances in. That's a touchdown. You can walk the dog on the pass that time.
And that's my mindset, and that's how this offense kind of operates.
Determination, the intensity, that we can beat anybody.
We keep going, that's what we need to do.
Not only match what we've done in the past, make football bigger tin life.
Believe in yourself! Believe in your team!
They are the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Here we go.
Well, this week for the Dallas Cowboys, it's strictly about the turnaround. They've had their fair share this season of slow starts and times where it's actually cost them the game. Here's some numbers behind what I'm saying for you here. The Dallas Cowboys play in first half. Well, going into this game, it was ranked 23rd in the league. How they play in the second half, ranked number 1. Lots of props to their halftime adjustments and turnarounds, but up against the Lions this week, there is no room for that. Now, going into this episode of Cowboys Insider, we sit down with a player who is completely living up to his contract expectations. We hear from Michael Bennett for the first time as a Dallas Cowboy. He did talk to his brother, but how is he adjusting here in the locker room? And we go behind Dak Prescott's dazzling performance on the road at Ford Field. Well, we're just getting started here on Cowboys Insider. When we come back, his contract news was overshadowed by Ezekiel Elliott's $90 million deal. How La'el Collins is performing and passing all expectations right here on Cowboys Insider.
Cowboys Insider is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys, AT&T, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full access to coaches' film and game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl. Subscribe at DallasCowboys.com/Game Pass. This segment is brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage.
When you see a 5-4 team going into the weekend, you may think, hey, it's been an average season so far. Yet, contrary to how the record may look, one player is having a career best season. Right tackle La'el Collins says he's never felt more comfortable than he does now.
Third year right tackle now. It just kind of took me a little bit of time just because I'd never played on the right side until, 3 years ago. I just had to learn how to do everything that I was, that was more natural to me playing on the left, to kind of switch it in my mind and in my body to be able to play on the right. Now that I'm finally feel comfortable, it kind of brings that extra level of confidence so I can go out there and play the way I want to play.
LC has continued to improve over the course of his career. Ever since we've gotten him here, he's played with a great demeanor, physicality to his play, jumps off the tape. He plays a challenging position. He faces good rushers every week, and I just think he's improved his footwork, his hand use, how he wants to pass protect, and I think you've seen that really week after week, year after year. Physicality remains, that demeanor he plays with remains. I just think he continues to refine his technique.
Going into the Lions game, Collins had allowed the fewest sacks among tackles who played in 8 games with just 1. For a player who received a 5-year, $50 million contract extension at the start of the season, Collins is absolutely living up to those lofty expectations.
Didn't really want to go into the season, with just contract talks, answer many questions about it. So, it was good that, we was able to do that. It just gave me a sense of now I can really focus on football.
Collins signed his extension the same week as running back Ezekiel Elliott signed his own. And the timing seemed to work out in Collins' favor because, as a quiet fellow, his contract news slipped under the radar.
For me, I just wanted to get back to work. I mean, if I didn't get any attention for it, I would love it, you know. I mean, it'll be great, but, you know, obviously it comes with it. So I just, you know, try to stay out of the locker room, just go in the weight room and stuff.
LC's desire to stay with the Cowboys was well known, given his history with the NFL. He went undrafted in 2015 due to off-the-field allegations, and the Cowboys welcomed him with open arms.
Talking to Mr. Jones, you know, during that whole process, coming out here, and just the way that they treated me from that moment on, since I've been here, the love and support that I've had from these guys. That's why, for me, you know, it wasn't about signing the biggest contract ever. It wasn't about all the stuff that don't really matter. And obviously, you know, this is the best organization in sports.
Another reason Collins wanted to come play for Dallas, he wanted to join and compete.
Our group is like no other. I mean, I tell people all the time, I was with a great group of guys in college, a great group of guys in high school, but I've never been around a group like the group that we have. The moment we walk into work together, you know, you probably see us together the whole day. I mean, everything we do, you know, workouts, meeting times, to the breaks in between meetings. I mean, it's not really that much time where we're not together. So, you know, we got a really good, strong group.
A group that's not only close friends, but also their bond is strong on the field. Entering Week 10, the Cowboys had allowed just 11 sacks, fewest in the league. Because of their skill and standards, Collins is motivated more and more every snap.
You know the guy on the side of you is like a brother to you. He's like family. We have a high standard. It's not one play you can take off because you know the guy on the side of you is training his butt off to get that block, to finish that block, to sustain that block. Why would you not go just as hard on the offensive line as four other guys that's training, you know, their hardest to get it done? We just hold ourselves to a standard, and we know that, you know, each and every play we're going to try our hardest for the guy on side of us, because it's all about the guy on side you. That's what we play for.
Collins is a pillar in the offensive line and has played every snap this season with the exception of Green Bay, where he injured his knee in the following game against the Jets because of the same injury. He says his dependability as a player is a reflection upon who he is as a person.
Nothing has ever been easy, so anytime I get the chance to show my teammates the way that I play the game, the way that I approach the game, I promise you I'm going to go out there and play my hardest each and every play. And, you know, that's my only focus. You know, that's the only thing I think about, you know, one play at a time, making sure I'm doing my job on that play.
Collins has done his job, and although it may not always show on the stat sheet, it shows in other ways. In 2 of his 5 years in the league, he has blocked for a league-leading rusher in Ezekiel Elliott.
You got to take pride in what you do. When you love the guys that you're blocking for, you don't want nobody to touch them. So you want to make sure that the guy that you're blocking don't make the play. I mean, that's always first thing in your mind. You know, block this guy to the end of the whistle. Don't let him make the play. Don't let him get to the guy that you're trying to protect.
Elliott has rushed for 10 or more yards on a run to the right on 13 occasions this year. For Collins, he says there's nothing more exciting than seeing number 21 zoom past him.
Best feeling in the world. Anytime you see one of those guys run right past you for a big play, I mean, it's amazing because it's like not only are they getting yards and, you know, getting downfield, less of the field we have to go. You know, so we love when those guys, you know, bust big plays, bust big runs, and I mean, it just tells us that we're doing our job up front. You know, as the offensive line goes, the team goes. So, you know, it starts with us up front.
He says the O-line is so effective because of how serious they take every practice and game rep. That mentality and brotherhood played a major role in Collins choosing to stay with Dallas as opposed to testing the free market. He says it doesn't get any better than being a Dallas Cowboy.
I knew I wanted to be here, so I knew I wanted to make sure that, you know, I did my part of making sure that happens. And I love playing with the guys playing next to me. Just have an amazing group, and we still young, and we still got, you know, a lot of time to grow and get better, so we're just gonna keep taking it one week at a time.
Coming up next, Michael Bennett speaks out for the first time And he makes some pretty strong comparisons for DeMarcus Lawrence. But how is he adjusting as a Dallas Cowboy? All that and more next.
This segment was brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage. This segment is brought to you by DraftKings. Play for the biggest prizes in fantasy sports on DraftKings. Use promo code Cowboys.
For the first time since donning the silver and blue, Michael Bennett meets with the media. He may have gotten a few pointers from his brother Martellus Bennett, former second-round draft choice with the Cowboys back in 2008. Martellus was with the Cowboys for 4 seasons.
He said it was a great fan base. He said that you're never going to see a model fan base like this. People who show up to the games, and Cowboys. Everybody loves the Cowboys around the country. I grew up watching the Cowboys.
And now that he is a Cowboy, he's had 2 games down the line from DeMarcus Lawrence, and his praise for Lawrence was noteworthy, especially when he was asked about his role on the defense.
DeMarcus is the key to it. Like I said, DeMarcus is one of the best players I play with, and I've played with a lot of great players in the NFL. Whether it was Rondé Barber, whether it was Cliff Averill, Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Fletcher Cox, all these great players I've played with, Gerald McCoy, and I would say that DeMarcus Lawrence is probably at the top of that list of the guys I've played with.
But for this Cowboys defense, actions speak louder than words. And this defense is coming off their statistically maybe worst performance when it comes to tackling. Linebacker Jalen Smith said he saw good things on film with pursuit and physicality, but knows that they came up short.
We played hard. We really did. There was a lot of good stuff that we did out there. Physical, relentless pursuit. But they had the upper hand. They made more plays than we did.
And as for QB1, who's coming off his best game of the year despite the loss, there is no panic in Dak Prescott.
We control our destiny, and as long as we can do that, as I said, the confidence in these men, we'll be fine.
And a big part of that success for Dak Prescott in this offense, Amari Cooper.
Touchdown, he did it again!
And during the week of practicing, healing, and recovering, Amari still had time to dedicate to the NFL's initiative for the military and salute the service.
Hey, this is Amari Cooper, and today we're going to surprise a military family with a sleep number bed.
Hello. How's it going? We appreciate all of your sacrifices, both you and your husband, and we'd love to give you both a Sleep Number 360 smart bed for your sacrifices and everything that you guys have done for us.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. But that's not all. Big Cowboys fans, well, I got a surprise for you. Cowboys wide receiver Amari Cooper.
Hi, Mark. Nice to meet you.
I mean, it was important just off of the simple fact that I appreciate service, of the veterans. It's important for them to have a great night's sleep, and trust me, they're going to get it.
Thank you so much.
It's pretty emotional seeing all you guys. Thank you all again very much.
Thank you for your service. He definitely didn't expect as many people at his house. He didn't expect the surprise.
He is away fighting for our country, and I know that we can't sleep peacefully if it wasn't for guys like him.
When he comes back, he'll be able to enjoy a full night's sleep.
We've lived our whole lives, and we are hardcore Dallas Cowboy fans, so that was really exciting for my kids.
I definitely feel like more part of the community out here in Dallas. I've been here a year, but I've grown a lot more comfortable, and it's just cool to do stuff like this.
Coming up next, the Cowboys head to Motown to find their identity and overcome the inconsistency in search of their 6th win. We go down to the sidelines of Ford Field right after this.
This segment is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys.
I play here, state championship. It's a 12 o'clock game, Little League championship. We up early to turn up. I scored every time I was here. One hit, talk. We'll see. Bring all the hate and the doubt. Bring that pain today. Yo. It's about the Cowboys. Every day we sacrifice. We spend time away from our family. We play through injury. And it's our time to shine. And it starts with the man next to you. What are you willing to do to sacrifice for the man next to you? I'm going to lay it down. Every single play, down in, down out. Let's dominate. Sir. Hey, if you ain't about that, don't come back out here.
And on second down, a little read option handoff to Elliott. He fumbled the ball. They give it to Scarborough again up the middle. Scarborough bangs to the goal line.
Let's go, fellas. Right in.
Let's go right now, guys. Right now.
Rush with a blitz, thrown over the middle, wide open, caught by Pollard. 15 and a first down. 10, he broke a tackle. Broke to the sideline.
You're back up. Hell of a drive. Great job, man. I told GB we was about to score.
Yes, he did.
Hey, keep doing what we've been doing with protection. Sticking on those guys because Dak's just sitting back there feeling good. That's great. It's going to be what makes him open.
Play fake by Driscoll. Rush from behind.
Get him. Hey, ball!
I'll get the ball, Rob. Good job.
Yes. Probably must have some strong ass hands.
And McKissick, the running back, takes the handoff. Wow. And Jalen Smith. Wow, what a tackle.
Boys, that's the way to set the tone. The two of you setting the tone. Let's go. Hell of a job on the high fade, man. That was beautiful. All right, that was beautiful.
It felt like a clothesline. Like.
Yeah, but you freaking clocked it.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that on film.
Yeah.
Right as he was cutting.
Hell yeah.
Right
That's a full-blown curve.
Hey, good on that screen right here.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Yeah.
To me, if you watch him run Sam, they're playing the bounce, and they're playing even. Just keep pounding him inside with it. Just keep pounding him inside with it.
And he's heaving it deep down the right side. Cooper, Gallup rather, up in the air. Somehow made the catch.
What you say when you got up? Huh? What you say when you got up? I was just moving my mouth like I was really yelling.
Also 6 on the play. Second down.
And they'll give it to Elliott. There's a hole up the middle across the 5 near the goal line.
Hell of a drive, big fellas. Yeah. Hell of a drive.
Hey, nice job, too.
Hey, they really don't want to play with us, man. They don't want to, baby. Huh. Hell of a drive.
Yo, we just got to keep chopping this wood, man. Especially in the run game, right? Especially when you go in, that thing's tightening up. We got to keep chopping wood, all right? Eventually, we're going to chop the tree down.
4-man rush. They block it. He throws over the middle, wide open. 45-yard line, the whole sideline for Cobb. 2nd and 5. Back to throw it. Over the middle of the end zone, caught. And a flag as Cobb holds on. Touchdown, Randall Cobb.
You went all the way down the field with you. We didn't even do anything. Like, we went all the way down the field with you.
Hey, if it was a regular quarterback, I have 4 sacks right now.
You can't reach and run with that, bro. You're too fast. You gotta run up on his ass.
I'm busting through the line. I just can't get this, man.
I got like 120, bro. I got you at least 15 points. Huh? I got you at least 15 points, bro. At least 15 points.
3rd and a long 3. He's got all day, throws it over the middle, and the ball is caught at the 49 by Witt.
What a catch. Go. What a catch.
Hall of Famer. Let's go.
Pick that up, and Prescott's going to wing it to the right sideline. Oh, great catch, but he goes deep. And the ball is knocked away from an interception. It's a great play by Austin. Back, they blitz. And he flips it out right. Elliott picks it off the ground. 20, 15, 10. Cuts left, dances in. That's a touchdown. You can walk the dog on the pass that time.
Holy dirty. That was dirty. Tavon got the play of the game. Tavon's the play of the game.
I thought you were going to go too hard today, boy. I thought I was too.
DB, thank you. That's what gives me, now I feel, you do that, I throw it to you.
That's a hell of a play.
Coops catch, oh my God.
That's a hell of a catch.
That was the DB, when he caught it, DB goes,
I felt it funny, so it's late funny.
Love you, bro.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man? Keep going. Yes, sir.
The Cowboys are able to finish this game with the result they needed, and they did it with offense. And this is a team that's now all about offense.
Coming up next here on Cowboys Insider, we go inside Jason Garrett's locker room speech to the team after a phenomenal performance by Dak Prescott and the offense. What this game meant for the Cowboys right after this on Insider.
This segment was brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys Insider was brought to you by AT&T. Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full access to coaches' film and game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl. Subscribe at DallasCowboys.com/Game Pass.
It's a damn good win for our football team. Fight longer, fight harder.
Yeah, take one of them away. We got other weapons. I'm okay with that, and I'm pretty sure Cooper's okay with that. If you want to give him that coverage, or if they try to give Gallup that coverage late, and it left Cobb on one-on-one. So I mean, we've got players that are going to win against man coverage. Got a lot of confidence in them.
Fight longer, fight hard. That's what you have to do to win in the National Football League. Plenty of stuff to clean up in all 3 phases.
Each game is important. I mean, no matter who the team, we just got to keep stacking wins as a team. Good, bad, and ugly, we just need to stack wins.
Hell of a job. Okay, it's Dallas Cowboys on 3. Make it loud. 1, 2, 3. Dallas Cowboys.
Obviously, some minor injuries sustained in that game against the Lions, one of those being Lyle Collins. Jason Garrett and the staff plan to keep an eye on him and hope that he can perform against the Patriots this upcoming weekend. I'm Lindsay Draper. Thanks for tuning in to this week of Cowboys Insider. I'll see you next week, but for now, we're on to New England.